Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel Code with Surya Official. In our last video, we learned what CSS is and why it's important. Today, we will learn the different types of CSS and how to use them in your projects. So if you are ready, then let's get started. So let's first generate the HTML boilerplate. So for that, let me write exclamation mark and press enter so it will generate this HTML boilerplate. So let's change the title to Implementing CSS. Let me generate a h2 tag and inside the text is Welcome to Code with Surya Official. And below this h2 tag, let me generate an anchor tag and text is Subscribe. And next to the anchor tag, let me create a paragraph tag and the text is Please do like, share and subscribe. So save it, and to run this HTML file, let me click this Go Live button from this Visual Studio Code Editor. So you can see the text is displayed in the screen. Now we want to style this content, and for that we will use CSS. So let's first discuss about Inline CSS. Inline CSS is when you write the style directly inside an HTML element using the style attribute. So inside this h2 tag, let me write a style attribute, and inside the style attribute, let me change the text color. So color is blue color, and let me change the font size. Let me put it here 20 pixels. So if I save it and check it in the browser, so you can see Welcome to Code with Surya Official. The text is changed into blue color. Okay, but inline CSS is not a good way to style a web page. It works, but it mixes your HTML and CSS in one place. This makes your code hard to read and hard to update later. So the next one is internal CSS. Internal CSS is when you write CSS inside a style tag in the head of your HTML page. So for example, let me write a style tag, and inside this style tag, let me target this anchor tag. So let's write the anchor tag here, A, and inside this curly bracket, we are going to write our CSS. So let me change the background color to red color, and color is white color. So save it and check it in the browser. So here it is. Okay, so let's change the font size. Font size is 15 pixel, and let's put some padding here. Padding is 5 pixel. Save it and check it in the browser. So here it is. Let's break down the style tag. Here the anchor tag is the selector. In HTML, the A tag is used for links. After the selector, we have this curly brace. This curly brace means we start writing our CSS from here. Now look at this part, background color is yellow. So this whole line is called a declaration. A declaration has three parts: property, color and value. A property tells what you want to change. Here background color is the property, and the colon separate the property and the value. Here the value is yellow color, so the link background become yellow, and the semicolon at the end means the CSS rule is finished. So if you want to write another property value, then after this semicolon you can write it here. Okay, finally we have external CSS. External CSS is when you write CSS in a separate .css file and link it to your HTML page. So for example, let me create a CSS file. For that, file name is styles.css. So here, let's target this paragraph tag. So inside this style.css, let me write this paragraph, and inside this, I'm going to change the text color. So color is green color, and let me change the font size to 16 pixel. So if I save it and check it in the browser, nothing is updating here. Just because of, if you can check, in our all the HTML code is written inside this index.html file, but whatever CSS is written inside this style.css, it is a external CSS. So we need to link it from this index.html file. So after this title tag, let me write a link tag here. Here, link stands for relationship. It tells the browser what type of file we are linking. Here it is style sheet. That means this is a CSS file. href attribute tells the browser where the file is located. In our case, it is /styles.css. Now if I save it and check the file, please do like, share and subscribe is changed to green color. Okay, so external CSS is best for big projects because it keeps code clean. So remember, inline CSS for one element, internal CSS for one page, and external CSS for many pages. So that's it for today's video. If you found this video really helpful, then don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Code with Surya Official, and check out the full playlist for the complete HTML and CSS course. Thanks for watching, keep learning and happy coding. See you in the next video.